is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Talking Stick Resort Arena in downtown Phoenix. Tonight, it's the Phoenix Suns taking on the Chicago Bulls. The Suns win the opening tip. They'll have it first as we get going in the desert. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that. Ed, I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals series in their history?
6-0, right? Now, it helped to have a guy named MJ. But, Jay, think about this. If he's not gone those 2 seasons, maybe it's 8 straight finals wins.
And another one.
Can't connect.
And I love when great coaches make their players play these games. Pop does it with the Spurs all the time. He doesn't want their players to see 24 seconds on the shot clock. He wants his players to see, let's get 24 stops in a row.
Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
Oh, the defense has to be so deflated on this one. You played great D for 23 seconds.
Chicago with the possession. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Shot from in close. No. Oh, good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Short jumper stays out.
Nothing better than when the defense communicates to each other that the shot clock is down to 5. When they yell red, they apply even more pressure on the ball.
15-footer at the buzzer. Final shot of the period. Almost. It would have counted, but no good. Time's run out here in the first quarter. One quarter down. One way to go. So, buckle up. It's wide open.
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter, and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
Another chance. Otto Porter snatching it out of the air. It's Chicago ball. Zach LaVine. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Knocked loose. Took it down the lane, but it's no good.
Well, when the shot clock is dwindling down to its last couple of seconds, sometimes it can be seen as an extra defender. Try to get some shots earlier in the clock. This way, allow the game to breathe.
Got it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Bulls with the basketball.
Defense. Defense, let's go.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Zach LaVine. He's 2 for 2 now.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Got him. I got him. Here we go.
Here's a chance from long range. Had to rush that one, and it's no good.
Oftentimes, one of the ways to negate one of the best shooters in the game is to make him work off the ball. By making him work, you're taking his legs away from that shot.
Time expires to end the first half. The Suns have the lead.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Chicago basketball. Right down Broadway, 4-2.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Count the basket inside.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Nothing going here on that drive. For 3. He got it off in time, but that shot no good. And count the basket.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Alexia Jinsa swats it. Wendell Carter powers it through. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Count the basket at the rim.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
Chicago possession. Here comes the screen. You've got to get that one to go. Lauri Markkanen pins it. Look out, Devin Booker. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Baseline drive, but he can't finish. Beyond the arc for 3. They need something to go down. It's no good. Here comes the screen. Alexia Jinsa, huge block. That ends the 3rd quarter. The Suns have the lead. It'll be Suns basketball as we begin the 4th quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the 4th quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the 4th.
Had a good look there, but it's no good. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Oh, nice find for the basket.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
And counted at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Levine had to force that one, but it's no good. On the follow, way to stay with it.
Contact on the drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
I'm here.
From the painted area, won't go down.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim. It's the Suns with the victory as they take care of business at home. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
It was steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. The majority of the points were scored for the Phoenix Suns. The Bulls seemed to lose their edge as the game got out of hand.
And it's games like this where veteran players can be so important. They've been through these types of blowouts, and they know what it takes to keep a locker room united.
What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Chicago Bulls.
Game track. Assists.
As you can see in the highlights, this team did a great job of staying competitive and putting in the necessary effort to get the win.
Player of the game.
And what we have here are highlights worth 1,000 words. There's no question he stood out amongst the rest in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Take a look at the upcoming games for the Phoenix Suns. On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.
Your boy QJB back with some more highlights of the one. Crazy athletic play today. Let's get right into it. Oh my, did you see that? Going up with that easy layup. They made that look simple. Maybe we'll see another crazy layup. Who knows when we're talking about the one? Your boy QJB signing out. Peace.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Chesapeake Energy Arena in downtown OKC. Tonight, it's the Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Phoenix Suns. And the Phoenix Suns control the tap. From long range. Had to rush that one, and it's no good.
Oftentimes, one of the ways to negate one of the best shooters in the game is to make him work off the ball. By making him work, you're taking his legs.
Russell Westbrook not to be denied with the follow.
It's good to see Russ go to this point of the game. It's called horse blinders. He only sees the ball and the rim.
And scores. Strong take.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Steven Adams with the slam.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
He cruises in for two. Too easy.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Oh, Russell Westbrook. 2 for 2. That's what you want. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on that hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
That's a turnover. It goes the other way. And scores.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Here's Westbrook controlling the offense.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go.
Runner here won't go down.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
It's a turnover as they head the other way. Runner's good there. That's it for the first quarter. The Suns have the lead. About to start the second quarter. Both teams very productive offensively at the outset.
I don't know if I'm watching an all-star game or a regular season game because I'm telling you right now, Ed, if it was the regular season, which it is, by the way, you probably want to see some teams play some defense.
Rashawn Holmes swats it. Inside the paint on that one.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
Woo, I'm not sure if he's part of the Jelly fam or not, but this young player knows how to adjust mid-flight, and he finished that shot with some crazy English.
The Thunder will use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Crossover, gets inside, and the slam dunk.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
Knocked loose. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Why not? Russell Westbrook is the only guy stopping Russell Westbrook. And when he decides to put his head down and go to the rim, he's going to the rim. It's that easy.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
Knocked loose. Deep three at the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. The Suns lead it big.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime. And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
OKC ball. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Westbrook across the timeline. The deficit now up to a dozen. Paul George. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
He gets it.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body one possession at a time. First it's your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
Won't go. And count the basket.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
The Thunder have the possession. George had to force that one, but it's no good. And the finish. Jay, it counts for two, but that was pretty.
And when a player's running at you full speed and he takes those steps, there's no way you can defend it.
Nothing going here on that drive. Paul George. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down. Deep three at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. The Suns dominating so far. It'll be Suns basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. And, Jay, I'm as shocked as you are. Neither of us expected this.
Ed, I'm sitting here shaking my head because I am baffled. I thought maybe they could have given them a game. But I don't think anyone saw them with a double-digit lead to start the fourth quarter.
Right down Broadway for the two. Defender has to pick him up.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
And count the basket inside.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. and scores at the basket. Great body control, Jay. He was a freight train down the lane.
So many concerns about his strength and, more importantly, his durability. But he looks solid on that play.
Here comes the screen.
Double screen. Oh, no, he can't guard you out there.
Nice pass to set things up.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Phoenix has the ball. Cashes in for two.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Westbrook into the front court. Down a bundle. Tough make through traffic.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Oh, emphatic slam. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Rashawn Holmes with the block.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Right down Broadway, 4-2.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Knocked loose. Thunder have it. Late heave to beat the buzzer. It's the Suns with the victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
The Suns could not have been more dominant in this game. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Phoenix Suns. The Thunder really lost big in this matchup, and you can tell it was tough on them.
And every team in this league loses games. You just don't want to lose them like this. I can already see a players-only meeting in their future.
What you see here is how the
Game track. Assists.
the Phoenix Suns
Played fantastic team basketball today. Ball movement is clearly what separated these two squads.
Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a look at what's coming up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From FedEx Forum, just off Beale Street in downtown Memphis. Tonight, it's the Memphis Grizzlies taking on the Phoenix Suns. Suns get the ball to start this one. And a throwdown.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
Alexia Jinsa rejects it. Across the timeline, it's Conley. Down just a couple. Off the assist.
Well, you know what the old saying is, when you assume you make a... You know what I'm talking about. You can't fault the D too much there. I was expecting to kick out 3.
Cruises inside for 2.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. In the slam.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
That's a turnover. It goes the other way. It goes down.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Conley into the front court. 8-2 our score. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jacking back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
It's Grizzlies ball.
Let's cut. Hit.
Mike Conley, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
And he finishes at the rim.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
I got ball. That's up, baby.
Count the bucket for 2. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Time expires. The Suns have the lead. Jay, in the first quarter, if you own shares of stock in the offenses, you'd make a lot of easy money. There was no defense.
Great passing, but my goodness, has the defense been horrific. Can we do something about that, please, in the second quarter?
Mike Conley. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Grizzlies own the basketball.
Hands up.
And scores.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Jonas Valanciunas. He's 2 for 2 now.
Look, as a player, this stuff happens all the time. No need to make this into something bigger than what it really is. Move on to the next play, get locked in.
Count it.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
A shot at the buzzer. That's it. First half has come to an end. The Suns have the lead.
Back to Ed and...
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Conley into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. Has a look. Conley shot off the mark.
Nothing better than when the defense communicates to each other that the shot clock is down to 5. When they yell red, they apply even more pressure on the ball.
Rashawn Holmes with a piece. Lets it fly from long range. Man, that was a tough shot.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
Grizzlies at the controls right now. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
Well, when the shot clock is dwindling down to its last couple of seconds, sometimes it can be seen as an extra defender. Try to get some shots earlier in the clock. This way, allow the game to breathe.
Whistle and a timeout for Memphis as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. It's a turnover as they head the other way. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Now a shot by Bradley, no good. And the finish at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. To the rim. Lays it up and in. Long key from three-quarters court. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Suns lead it big. It'll be Suns basketball as we begin the 4th quarter. And if they were looking good at halftime, Jay, they're really looking good now.
They really turned up that intensity in the 3rd quarter. They were looking to put this game out of reach, and they've come out close to doing it.
Memphis with the run. Mike Conley. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
And scores. Great body control on the step through.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Got him. I got him. Here we go.
Runner here. Won't go. Got it.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
going to launch beyond the arc. He got it off in time, but that shot no good. Across the timeline, it's Conley. Down a bundle. Here comes the screen. Conley had to force that one, but it's no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Conley into the front court. His guys down big. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Memphis, they've got it. Alexia Jinsa pins it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
20-footer at the buzzer. It's the Suns with the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.
What's up, world? It's JezzerTheLazer, and the Ones team has been going off in the NBA. Let's go see what's happening. The Ones win streak continues in the NBA. I'm loving it. The One has been on fire lately. He continues the win streak. They can't be stopped. The win streak continues for the One. If you guys want to see more content from him, you can come check out my channel, and peace.